Now let's talk about direct mentorship. Direct mentorship is one-to-one, right? I'm calling the person, I'm sending emails to the person, I'm going to different events where he or she is at, and they're advising me, they're giving me direct counsel. That's direct mentorship. I will be real with you, I didn't have direct mentors in what I'm doing until maybe 5 years into living it, right? It was one of those things that I had to progress to. I started with the books, I started with observation. I was following people on social media who were living the lifestyle that I wanted to be. They were doing what I wanted to do. So as much as I watched through social media and laughed at things that were funny, I also had every couple pictures of someone that was doing something which I wanted to do long term. So it was a constant reminder of what I was chasing. But the direct mentors, and I want you to think about this piece for a second. The direct mentors is giving you the most priceless commodity they have. And also you are giving the direct mentor the most priceless commodity you have. That commodity is time, right? None of us on this earth know how much time we will have. We don't. And if you do, please tell me. I want to learn that formula because we can sell that. That's a marketable gift, right? But because you are giving your time and he or she is giving you their time, it's your responsibility as a mentee to maximize theirs. So instead of me sending one question to you, I'm going to wait. My mentors, I gather my thoughts. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, I have things in my head and I just gotta get an answer. I want to shoot it over to them immediately, but I don't. I write it on paper. I think about it. I think about other questions I may want to ask with that. I send them an email first saying, hey, how you doing? Checking on you and your family. And then secondly, I say, oh, by the way, I got a couple questions for you. Here are the questions. Whenever you have time, please let me know. Now, they may respond to me that same day. Some of them may respond to me the next week. Some of them I might not ever get a response, and that's fine. But it's me valuing their time and not constantly bombarding them with questions. Now, there's some mentors who do not mind that. Sometimes they may say, hey, contact me anytime, and they really mean that. But when you have a direct mentorship, I really want you to value that person. I want you to show appreciation to that person. I want you to make sure that you're maximizing their time when you're connecting with them. So that when you connect with them, you're strategizing and you're clearing your thought. There's nothing worse than you having an opportunity to connect with a mentor and you not being clear on what you want, right? Many mentors are available to you to help you and want to help you, right? But they're not your parents. They're not your guardians, right? They're not going to hold your hand. They're going to give you the wisdom they have, but they want you to see what will you do with the little information I gave you. You want to impress me or any mentor who's mentoring you? Take whatever information they give you, implement it, and then show them the results of what that little wisdom did for you. It'll make them so proud and so happy because as a mentor, all you want is your mentee to be successful. As you're asking questions and thinking about colleges and careers and grad schools, think about what you want to ask. Do your research on additional questions you should possibly ask. So now when you have that opportunity to sit down with them, and it may only be one time you ever meet with them. It may be something you meet with them every week. But either way, you're prepared to maximize that encounter. Maximizing their time with direct mentorship will be critical to you growing that relationship. Additionally, find out ways to help your mentor. Because your mentor is giving you their time, they're giving you their wisdom, and they're not asking anything from you because you don't have anything to give them yet. They just want to see you find success. They want you to be able to reach the goals in which they were able to reach at a faster pace. So your job is to really show them that you care. Do you know what their favorite team is? Yeah, they may not want to tell you those things, but hey, if they do share, ask them, hey, how are your baseball team doing? How's your football team doing? How are your kids doing? How's family life doing? That's all about relationship management. And I will tell you personally, relationship management and relationship capital is critical in my lifestyle and in my daily activity. I treat relationships at the utmost priority, and I also cannot devalue. So let's talk about mentors, right? So we have the books, we have the observation, we have the direct mentors, but where do you start, right? Do I reach out to this person who's famous on Twitter and tag them and hope they respond? Now you can. I personally would tell you start with what's in your hand. Who do you know that's close to you? Starting with your parents, your guardians, your peers' parents, your counselors, your advisors, your coaches. All of these different people may have relationships that you don't know about. I would talk with them and say, hey, I'm thinking about becoming this. Do you know anyone that's being that is currently living that, or can advise me on that? Why? There's a 6 degree of separation. They may know someone for you, or they may know someone who knows someone for you. Guess what now happens? If those individuals reach out for you, you now have a quicker and a softer relationship building and bridge to connect with that person. So it's not you just cold calling someone, which is cold calling basically means I pick up the phone, call someone I don't know and pray that they answer, right? It's someone that actually has a direct relationship with that person, and they're now introducing you to that person. So now you have a person that's literally validating who you are and showing that you're a person of character or a person of importance or a person they should give their time to because they know who you are and they vouch for you. That is a great resource. Sometimes we can get so caught up in trying to aim for the stars that we forget we can literally touch someone close to us that can now help us just as much as that star could. All right? You have to ask for help. Unfortunately, most of us don't ask for help. And I gotta be real with you, asking for help for me was hard. And I will tell you on another note, I got a lot of no's. I would ask people questions about what it takes to do this in business, or what is this and this and that, and they would not answer. They would not call back. They would not give me advice. But I learned over time how to read who to ask and who not to ask. I learned that I can have 100 no's if all I need is one yes. I learned how not to give up. I learned how to be tenacious in my dream. And it also gave me fire. It also kept me motivated, because I also believe that life throws many curveballs. But if you don't swing, you're never going to get a hit. So you got to be willing to touch those people that's close to you. You got to be willing to ask for help. You got to be willing to say, hey, you know what? Thank you. I know you couldn't help me. That's no worries. I have no malice in my heart. I'm not upset because you couldn't do it, because there's someone else out here who will help me. But you have to keep moving, keep progressing. Don't become discouraged because someone tells you no. Use that as motivation. Say thank you so much. Be respectful. I appreciate your time. Even though in your mind you're thinking, man, I can't stand you. I can't believe you didn't help me. Get over yourself. Get out your feelings. I heard a quote a while ago by P. Diddy. He said, emotions will have you broke. And I'll never forget that. Because if you get so caught up in your feelings because someone said something that offended you or didn't give you the respect you felt like you deserve, you now miss an opportunity to learn from that experience. You now find yourself burning the bridge that you may have to walk back over. Maximize relationships. Build mentors. Show mentors who you are and what you care about. And show them that you value them just as much as you want to get information from them. Read books. If you don't like reading books, find audiobooks. And if you don't like reading books, also find different ways. Get on YouTube. Watch videos on YouTube. And then last but not least, observe what they're doing. Learn from the good and the bad and figure out how you can add to what they're already doing, because that only now makes you better. Let's do what you got to do, and let's keep dreaming.